For me, it's all about the patients. I'm a biomedical engineer by training, and early on I was gonna go to med school, and then I quickly learned that I could impact a significant amount of patients by developing innovative technologies that could impact in any sort of field. So that's where I have been focusing on. So we're actively working on a space that is being able to detect bloodstream infections and sepsis within minutes of collecting a sample. This matters because every hour that goes by, the mortality of these patients goes up by around 7%. And so you can imagine that this condition is really devastating in the US and globally. And specifically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to provide clinicians with information that they currently cannot get in that time frame. The information that they get is 1, 2, 3, 4 days later, and so they're flying blind. We are trying to empower them to provide the right treatment the first time to these patients that are in critical need. It's amazing, it's amazing. The company is funded via ARPA-H. This is a massive consortium and collaboration being led by Harvard. And the way it works is we're leveraging microfluidics, we are isolating pathogens from the blood, enriching them, and then actually taking photos. We're taking photos of the pathogens in the sample directly from whole blood, and then you can do image analysis. You can do algorithm development so that you can tell the physician there is a gram-negative bacteria in there and it is an E. coli. Do something about it. This is unique. We are actually pushing the boundaries on a couple of different areas. One of the first ones is to be able to eliminate all of the human cells, the red blood cells, the white blood cells, and the platelets from these samples, and then trapping only the pathogens that are present. This is a co-invention with Harvard University, and we've been able to use advanced microfluidics in order to get these samples ready for prime time. So that's one of the breakthroughs. The other one is using super resolution imaging, so high resolution microscopy, so that you can actually see features in each of these sub-micron pathogens that can then be correlated to a species level information, which is what the doctor needs. They need to know what pathogen is there so that it informs what antimicrobial treatment to use. And remember, there is one pathogen and there are 1 billion blood cells. So that is the ratio that we're working on and why this problem is so difficult to be solved. I actually got recruited into BLASTID by Raul Danda, who is CEO of Synthes Bio, one of the other portal innovation companies. And he shared with me what the company was about, and who was backing the company, and the team that was around the table. And from the beginning, I learned about antimicrobial resistance, I learned about bloodstream infections and sepsis. And so from that point on, I'm like, this is a massive problem. There's been decades of trial and failed tries for solutions. And so I decided this is where I want to jump in, and it's supported by ARPA-H. ARPA-H is a federal agency that is all into this phenotypic type of analysis. And we're collaborating with top-tier scientists and clinicians at Harvard, MGH, Houston Methodist, that are really pushing the boundaries all around. So it was the team, it was the support, and ultimately the patients. I think with the advent and arrival of AI and ML, what excites me is just the pace at which innovation is happening, and the fact that it is leveling the playing field for many that are up and coming and that want to be able to compete. Because now you have access to all of this information. And we're leveraging AI and ML to take all of those thousands of images, and just like in the airport, there's face detection, face recognition algorithms. We're using something similar in order to be able to determine what pathogen is present in the blood in minutes, when this currently takes 1 to 3 days. People want to help. So definitely surrounding yourself with experts is really important, and what I recommend for anybody embarking on this journey. Also, celebrate the victories, no matter how small, because it's a difficult journey. So make sure that you keep pushing and celebrating what you can. And then, on those tough days, remember that you're doing it for the patients at the end of the day. And so if it was easy, it would have already been done. So keep pushing and reach out to the network, to other co-founders, entrepreneurs, because we all want to help and build great companies.